Today we're here at Green and Red Vineyard with Ray, who's going to walk us through some of the wines they produce right here in Napa.
I'm Ray. My wife, Tobin Heminway, is the owner of Green and Red Vineyard. Green and Red was founded by my father-in-law in 1969. That's really early in Napa Valley history. In 1967, he was teaching sculpture in Berkeley, California. His dad had an interest in Chateau Lascombe in Margaux. So in his junior year of college, he actually worked harvest at Chateau Lascombe, and he got a little bug for wine. In about 1968 or so, he took his motorcycle up here and he found this place. And a lot of people ask us when he got here, did he continue to be a sculptor? And we're like, take a look. I mean, this became his sculpture. Everything you're gonna see Jay Heminway created here. His first vintage was 1977. The thing that we're really known for at Green and Red is our Zinfandel. Zinfandel was really the first wine that really took off in California. It's a Vitis vinifera grape. It's a European varietal, but it's really a California wine. We're all hillside, mountainside vineyard. We're not one of the valley floor Napa Valley wineries. And Green and Red is actually 3 different vineyards on 3 different elevations. We're actually looking right now at beautiful Childs Mill Vineyard. This elevation is about 900 to 1,100 feet. This is called Childs Mill Vineyard because across the way is the oldest grist mill in Northern California. That was put in by J.B. Childs. He was a pioneer who came here before the 49ers. During the growing season, it'll be hot in the day like it's getting right now. But then overnight, that San Francisco Bay fog comes through and fills the entire area and cools everything down. Because of that San Francisco Bay fog, it's the last vineyard of the 3 that we pick because it's just a lot of hang time. It just stays cool for so long. People often talk about like spice, getting a black pepper. Maybe the fruit is a little more restrained here than it's going to be up on Tip Top where we're above the fog line. The other really cool thing about it is a lot of these trees you see lining the vineyard are actually a wild California bay laurel. California bay laurel is different than the bay laurel you might get at the supermarket. It's wild, and if you smell it, it's really fragrant. It actually affects the taste of the wine. The reviewers will often talk about the wine from this vineyard, Childs Mill, exhibiting a sense of bay. A lot of them never been here, but they're sensing that in here the way you might hear about eucalyptus in an Australian Shiraz. We're here at the top of Tip Top, and one thing people always ask us is, why is your vineyard called Green and Red? Someone here just guessed Italy. People often ask us whether it's Christmas, and we're like, no, it's not that, but it is a great Christmas gift. But here's what it is. It's actually this. It's the most fundamental thing in wine. It's literally the terroir here. Everything we're standing on is new. This was all underwater in recent geological time. If I took you out to the deep ocean, what you'd find at the bottom in the Pacific there is you'd find this, first of all, on the lowest level, green serpentine. This would be right on the mantle level. Then it's a little like a layer cake. In between there'd be volcanics. It's kind of friable. It kind of just goes away. But then this is really the cool stuff. This is red chert, also called radiolarian chert. And it's formed by microorganisms falling through the Pacific Ocean. It forms a mud on the top layer. It takes about a millennia for 1 inch to form. You have the San Andreas Fault. You have 2 plates colliding against each other. They suture, the geologists say, and then off came, it kind of scrapes off this melange. It's called a Franciscan melange. As that scraped off, it formed lands. What happened is that volcanoes have formed. Volcanics fell over all of that chert, all over that melange. And then as those plates scraped up, you had pressure, and up came the Vaca Range. We're in the Vaca Range right here. If I took you over there, a lot of vineyards, you would find volcanics at the surface. There's certainly volcanics here, but it did a strange flip here on the geological map, so the volcanics kind of fell off, and what you wind up with is this melange as our growing medium. And a lot of people will comment on how our wines are so food-friendly, more laid-back style of Zinfandel, and in my own view, this is the secret sauce. we like to do is we like to sort of taste two wines sort of side by side or one after the other. And these are our single vineyards. These are really our best wines that you're going to get here at Green and Red. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to taste through the Child's Mill. Remember, we were down below in the fog line, surrounded by that California Bay laurel that we saw.
Some berries, obviously, on the nose.
Okay.
It's really smooth, lighter tannins. It's not really drying out my mouth. I can see how you can pair that with food really well.
Often people will taste their first taste of our wine. The first thing they'll say is like, wow, why haven't I had you before?
Yeah.
And the second thing we'll often hear, is this really a Zinfandel? We have a reputation for this more restrained, claret style of Zinfandel. So down below we had the fog and we had the bay.
Yep.
And look where we are now, on Tip Top.
More sun.
We're in the sun, right? What's interesting is you see, this is sort of later in the day, you see where the sun is, and when it's 105 at the hottest point of the day, it's right there. But if you look, the vineyards are all facing away from us.
Yep.
So they're protected here. There's no fog that gets up here, but it's still the aspect is what one is. So try the Tip Top.
Yeah, you can definitely tell there's a difference. It's a fuller body up on the top here, a little bit more tannin heavy. Same kind of berry profile though.
What you're getting up here exactly is you're getting the sun, so you're getting ripeness, you're getting fruit. People who like other Zinfandels might like this one better, but it's still that same claret kind of laid back Zinfandel that you don't see everywhere.
Delicious.